We're near Greenfield, Indiana today. It's a long haul for us. Two totally different types of projects we need to do. So this was a little bit of a loading challenge. We need to do some backyard leveling, and we also need to do some brush hog rotary cutter type work. So you can kind of see how we packed it on here. It's a little different than normal. One thing we've done is we've kind of used a side-by-side technique here to try to get everything on. As you can see with the rotary cutter, it's already too long. Another thing we've got here is a new ratchet strap. We have a lot of trouble, or at least some trouble, dealing with the regular ratchet straps. This is a auto recoil ratchet strap, so you don't have the extra always hanging out. It kind of keeps it all together there. This is our first time using it, so you know, we'll have some more feedback later. I'll put a link to it in our Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/tractortime10. Also a link in the description. We also like to use these, they're just little seatbelt protectors. These are really old, this too is. Now we bought two more here, but this particular one's really old. And it protects these straps very nice, and it's all Velcro. We've used these on our cargo buckles for a couple of years. They're pretty cheap. I think it was $10 for a pair of them. Well, you can see, look at that one. That's a brand new one. You can see what it protected right there. You know, that would have cut pretty hard. Now look, I got grease on our brand new, expensive ratchet strap. It's a really hot day today.
So he's going to take the mower off and put the tiller on so we can till first thing.
Now you see us use the forks a lot on this channel to lift stuff and you know, just deal with heavy stuff on the front. The forks work beautifully. But a lot of you just don't necessarily have the money to buy forks. We understand that. And then also there's occasionally something unique that is hard to lift. And forks don't necessarily fit the bill for lifting certain things. Well, today I'm going to show you something that I've shown a lot in the past but haven't shown recently, and that's these bolt-on hooks right here. You can get these hooks at boltonhooks.com. They're cost-effective, they're easy to install, okay? You just drill 2 holes, you bolt them, you get a shackle underneath it here to improve with strength. These will do the job. What you're going to see here as we get this tiller off this trailer here is a unique way of lifting, something that the forks just wouldn't do well. So the way you use these hooks is very simply, you just have a chain and you just stick it right in there. Some people use straps instead of chain. Either way is fine, but I like chain because you've got the distinct links here and they're just easy to hook at any length that you want. Of course, I have to get myself greasy. No job would be possible without me getting grease all over me. So did you notice with the hooks, you could, in the bucket, you could actually twist something and turn it upward. So I didn't have to lift it as high with this situation. I actually put the bucket right against this piece of steel right here, and I was able to just turn it upward. So in that case, I got a lot more lift height than what the subcompact would typically do. I don't have a coupon code. You can't use TTWT coupon code at boltonhooks.com. But they are quite effectively priced. This is not a deal breaker. 2 of them with the shackles, I believe, is all less than $100. The shipping is cost effective. There's a bunch more equipment that's just small, useful, specially designed equipment for the 1 Series and other tractors. By the way, these bolt-on hooks will work on other brands as well. You need to check specifically. A lot of nice product like that at boltonhooks.com. Check it out. Well, Phil, you got a beautiful property here.
Thank you, yeah.
You really do. I think we should not have any trouble with the tilling, but before we do that, we'll start working on all this brush and see if we can get it piled for you.
So yeah, anything you can do to rework that so I can start burning it again. Because I had a big pile of going for a while, and then it got down to some of the stumps where the dirt is, and it put it out. And
sure. Well, so I'll run back around and get my teeth. That's the second best thing to the grapple. I wish I'd have had that thought through, but I don't think I could have got the grapple on Christy.
I know what you're gonna say. Bigger trailer, bigger trailer, bigger trailer.
Bigger trailer. Yeah, there's always something bigger I need.
Oh, yeah. So your house looks pretty new. How long have you lived here?
We moved in February, so yeah, we're new. We didn't have much of a landscaping budget. We kind of spent it on the house, and then here we are with what we have left and trying to mitigate some of that.
So it looks like there was some grass back here. Did you plant the grass seed?
No, the builder put the seed down, and then I think there's not a lot of shade back here once during the day.
Right.
And then, you know, I probably didn't water enough. I really wasn't happy with the grade. I kind of figured I was going to have to do something with it. And I started getting some quotes from some different landscapers, and it was just way high.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Christy, you're up there in the shade while I'm working miracles with those huge logs down there on the pile.
I'll be right back, okay?
Are we going on YouTube?
Probably at some time, yes.
It's funny, I was sitting at home, I had a baby tonight, and I was just YouTube and stuff. I was ideas how to till this up, right? And then you guys popped up, and so I started watching some of the videos. And then one video popped up that you were at Reynolds, and Nobles were there, and we'd go there for the Christmas lights and stuff, so I recognized it. And I was like, man, I know that. So then I got to researching, and I found your webpage, and then it said you were from Carmel, and I was like, what? And then I started reading, you know, the services and stuff did, so it was funny.
So what did they do? Did they just cut down some trees back there for you?
No, it wasn't back here. These are where the house was built. This was a wooded lot. I mean, much more than, we probably took 20 to 30 trees down. And since we are rural and we had kind of the land and we're going to not pay the money for the haul away, we said just we'll pile the stumps back here. And and I said I'll burn it, and I have, but it's a lot for me.
You need a little tractor.
I do, or a skid loader or something.
I was having a lot of fun trying to pile this stuff up. I think I could have piddled around there about all day.
Well, it's not the grapple, but it's doing okay.
Yeah, actually the loader with the teeth worked really well for this type of work. Keep trying, Johnny. It's not easy to earn a PhD.
Yeah, I think that's about all I can do on that for now, but that's a huge change. That was a lot more than I thought Johnny could actually accomplish.
You gonna get the locust now?
Yeah, I guess we'll go get that black locust and try to throw it on the fire. Hope I don't have to get too close to it.
Yeah.
Bust my tires up.
Yeah.
Those thorns are going 6 feet out on those little branches, and then they're 6 inches long.
Wow.
Yeah, the guy that cut it down said the only thing you could do is burn it, and he said be careful about it. Now I got like 3 more of these black locusts in the front yard, so it's kind of, they're big mature trees, but if one of those things fall down and my kids step on it or something, so we're debating to get rid of them or not get rid of them.
Well, I think they used your pile as their pile.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, it's one thing to leave the trees for you. You knew that.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
They were going to leave all the extra.
Which would, I mean, if they would have put it in the pile and it would have burned, that'd have been fine.
Right. Did they cover it over with dirt?
I mean, I don't know if it was purposeful or if it just got whatever, but.
I would come through there with the teeth and dig up another layer of that construction lumber, and then Phil would work and work trying to pick it up and throw it up on the pile. It was well over 90 and humid, so he was really dedicated. Well, it's obviously no grapple, but that tooth bar really does help me to grab onto stuff. It's a pretty good substitute in some cases.
It twisted a little bit, came down. That's amazing. I don't think the bucket would have been able to do that by itself. He's able to use it though like a bulldozer almost. Tim's really wishing he had the grapple, and okay, I'm gonna say it on video. The finance committee gives approval for a bigger trailer where he could haul more of our equipment at one time. Right now the trailer is too short. We don't have room for every piece of equipment that we have, or he would have brought the grapple this morning. And sometimes you just don't know what the client really is going to ask you to do. The homeowner isn't a tractor person usually, and they don't know the equipment that we have or don't have, or even what equipment we need to use for a certain project. So they may send us a picture of their backyard that needs tilling, and then like today we get here and oh, there's all this stuff that really needs to be moved. So yes, the grapple would have been nice today. That was much easier. That's becoming one big burn pile. So this yard definitely has some slope to it. Tim's got the ROPS up. Not sure what I would buy if I own this property. Once we get it tilled and leveled a little bit, it probably won't be as bad.
Folks, there's hardly anything more versatile than the heavy hitch tooth bar. In this situation, hey, there was a quail. Did you hear that quail?
White, yeah.
In this situation, you need that extra length on your bucket. The competitive tooth bar has kind of real short teeth, not near as long a teeth. These stick out a long ways, and that really helps us to get a hold of those longer logs, you know, that are just hard to get a hold of. I don't know that I'd be able to pick these up without the heavy hitch tooth bar. That's hard for me.
My dad's biggest hobby was hunting quail, and I picked it up after him. Wow, I love to go quail hunting. We've always had English setters. I really enjoy watching those dogs work.
It's going to take him a good little while to till all this backyard.
It should have been a walkout lot.
Okay.
We just didn't do a walkout. I mean, the walkouts are nice. I didn't want to have to come out and have a big deck and then guardrails, and I wanted to be able to come straight out, you know?
Right, yeah.
So my wife was like, okay, we'll do this, and maybe we'll put an infinity pool in later. I said, okay.
There you go. I think he's creating a dust bowl. He said he started tilling only one direction because the dust was better. It stayed behind him that way.
This one was nasty enough I would have enjoyed a cab.
We should have brought that little blower.
Yeah, we should have. This King Cutter XB is not quick hitch compatible by itself. So what I did to make it quick hitch compatible was put longer pins on it, like this one. But the longer pins take more stress, right? Because they're out further from the actual bracket. And this one is just broken. As you guys know, I use this tiller hard. And that's what's caused it. Shade tree mechanic. I'll tell you what, I don't want to be an out in the sun mechanic today.
No. You were telling me earlier, though, that you thought Johnny got a new degree today.
Yep. Today's project, Johnny's PhD. Pilot higher and deeper.
Off to the hardware store.
So we didn't find the longer pin that we wanted. We found only the regular size pin. But we got to till this today, so we're gonna, actually it was Christy's idea, Good idea. We're going to give up on the idea of the quick hitch for the rest of the afternoon here and take the bushing off this side and just use the 3-point directly. I think that's going to be a smart approach, Christy.
Thank you. Once in a while I have a good idea.
The shaft is a little bit too long to not have the quick hitch on. Okay, I think I'm about out of excuse to stay in the shade, Christy.
Yep.
I think it's time for you to till a little while.
No, you go ahead. You know what you're doing.
Oh.
Differential lock pedal from Ken's bolt-on hook. Saved the day there. Boy, I'm getting dusty.
Phil, I think your backyard's going to be really nice.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
So we were thinking about taking the tiller off and putting the mower on now and doing a little of your trimming and then going on to the other field.
I really should have mowed this before I did the tilling. I guess I didn't plan very well.
That makes me nervous. But he knows what he's doing. I wouldn't want to be driving Johnny right now. I'm actually pretty impressed with how far down he can get with just the bush hog. He's going further down in than I would, of course. Again, he knows the tractor. He knows its limitations, and he knows what it can do. It does look a lot better down in here just by having a lot of the weeds out of the way of the creek. I think that looks a lot better. But then again, I like clean mowed areas instead of where people let the brush grow up. Johnny's in a bit of a predicament. And yes, he does have the loader on. There's the creek. He was just coming along the edge here and he said it just kept sliding on him.
We need a mower for Clifford.
Yeah, we do.
He's a lot cooler.
He is a lot cooler. That's because he has a cab.
I don't know that he's cooler, but his cab's a lot cooler.
Poor Johnny.
Poor Johnny.
You're not treating him very well today.
Johnny's a little tipsy today.
Yeah. Poor Johnny. Poor Johnny. Sort of the second project of the day, but it's only bush hogging, and it's 95 or so. I haven't really been wanting to be out here and videoing a lot. Tim, poor thing, he's right in with the sun. At least he gets to play on Johnny. Phil has left to go get grass seed and fertilizer and straw. He plans to get this planted sometime soon, I think this weekend, and start watering. And yes, I know what some of you will say, Tim needs a cab. And he probably does for this job. We just don't think a cab would be right for most of what we do. We talked about it again at lunch today. But we still keep going back and forth when we have days like today. We want to make the right decision. We don't want to buy something really quickly and then realize, oh, we bought the wrong thing. Because it's hard to get rid of a cab. We just don't know. That's why we haven't bought anything yet.
Folks, we appreciate you joining us today, and I think Johnny did get his PhD today. Pile it higher and deeper. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim. I think I'm about out of excuse to stay in the shade, Christy.
Yep. I
think it's time for you to till a little while.
No, you go ahead. You know what you're doing.
Oh.
I'm the camera person.
It seems like the best camera angles have been on the shade today.
They have been. I'm sure that will make wonderful video.
I don't blame you. Okay, I'm off.
Like a dirty shirt?
Yeah, the one at lunchtime.